Hi, this is Connie from Sunshine Coast Women, and I'm here today with Bec McMillan. She is an entrepreneur, she's an author, she's an inspirational speaker, she's a motivator and a mentor. So here, let me hand over to Bec. I've got a few questions and hopefully she'll be able to help inspire you today. All right, Bec, could you tell us a bit about yourself?
A bit about myself. Well, Connie, you just explained a lot. I'm a busy single working mother that lives a life trying to always better. I always try and better myself, and I live my life trying to inspire others. I'm working on my second book. I've just launched a designer jewellery range, essential oils range. I'm a radio panelist. I do a lot of speaking. What else can I tell you?
So Bec, not only that, you're a mum. How exciting. I'm not sure how you fit it all in, but you are inspirational. So please tell us, what did you want to do growing up?
Oh, I wanted to have 6 kids, the white picket fence, and bake cookies all day for my husband, but that is the furthest to what's happened in my life. I have 2 beautiful boys. I have a toddler and a teenager, and I am single and I don't bake cookies, but I love to cook.
That's amazing.
But it's just a juggle. Being an entrepreneur mum, it's just doing so many things like I do. It's just juggling all day. So us women are forces to be reckoned with. We're good at multitasking and juggling, and you know, we can do it.
Do you want to tell us about some of the challenges you faced in life?
Oh, there's so many to list. I've faced challenges from a child up until now. A heap of adversity which led to getting diagnosed with depression at the age of 14, which was much more than just getting diagnosed with depression. It wasn't just getting a script for a pill and saying, here, take this pill and you'll feel better. It led to self-loathing, self-destruct, self-sabotage, self-medicating, making wrong decisions, choices, and it just meant so much more of just trying to squash anything that I was truly feeling on the inside. Always feeling like an outsider, I didn't belong, and just wearing a mask each day. But nothing got me mentally ready for a substantial 3 years of my life, which I endured. I've only come good the last 2 years and achieved some great things the last 2 years, but I'll share with you just 300 words if you like. It's a book I've co-authored called The Inspiration Bible, and it just tells a little bit about the 3 years that I endured. Thank you. Strength, courage and determination. Looking back at the last 3 years, where does one start with a story like mine? I took my 80-day-old baby boy Jace's life in an unsafe bed sharing accident. My nana then died. I fell pregnant with twins and lost one. I found out Dad had liver cancer. I got married. My pop then died. At 7 months pregnant, I had a nervous breakdown and my husband left me during my breakdown. I became suicidal. My dad then died. A few days later, I gave birth to my baby boy Chance. Chance cried 6 hours a day with severe colic, surviving off 3 hours broken sleep a night with no support. I contracted glandular fever and had to crawl on my hands and knees to tend to my boys. Thinking Chance was going to die, I developed anxiety. I saw Chance as my deceased baby when he was asleep. The doctor diagnosed me with postnatal depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and anxiety. I couldn't escape the nightmare inside of my own mind. I became suicidal again. So I admitted myself into a mental hospital and got wrongly diagnosed with postpartum psychosis. 4 days later, I was released with new medication. Although all the above has taken place, and I've been judged and abandoned by many, I feel blessed to be alive. I am a survival to my 14-year-old son at the time, Jaden, who stepped up when others walked away. I'm the proudest and luckiest mother. Mental illness can kill and should not be taken lightly, and I know my life purpose now. It's to help people through hard times, and I work on it every single day. I live to be an example to others and to show what is possible for them, even with mental illnesses. I hope my strength, courage, and determination will inspire others to never give up, no matter what life throws at you, because I will never give up.
Thanks, Bec. That's amazing. did your drive and determination come from, do you think?
It come from within myself, finally. It took everything that I went through up until the age of 35 to realise that I had the power within myself my whole life that I just didn't realise. I got diagnosed with depression from 14 and just masked all the pain until I faced it all and realised I'm bloody superwoman. And if I can endure what I have in my life, then I need to hold my head high and hold myself at higher value and hold compassion and understanding at a really high value for other people that just don't have that confidence within themselves, because I used to be that person.
I agree. So how did you, like, because value is core, I think. You need to value how important you are as a person. How did you turn that around from feeling, no doubt you felt very low at points, so how did you turn that around to really realising that your life is very valuable?
How did I turn it around? I mean, I was at the stage where there was Chinese whispers going on around through the Sunshine Coast that I killed my kid and I was a psycho, and I got to the point where I disguised myself just to go to Woolworths. I would put tracksuit pants on and a hat and try and look like a male because I had that much social anxiety and that much self-loathing myself for the accident that happened that night. How did I overcome that? When I went through everything that I went through with the post-traumatic stress disorder and everyone turning their back on me, again, it was like an awakening inside myself of this unstoppable force and power from the universe saying, no, you've got this, you have got this, it's all within yourself. So I don't know how it happened, it just happened, it was magical, and I'm so appreciative of everything that I went through, because it was just like a lightning bolt that went through my heart and my soul and said, you are worthy. And I think I needed to discover that myself without looking for the answers on the outside.
Yeah, that's what I was absolutely going to say. When you stop looking for others' approval, do you think that's when you finally realise that's not where value comes from?
That's right. Yeah. That's right. I was so worried about what other people thought of me my whole life. Either self-medicated or made wrong decisions to try and be someone that I wasn't, or disguised myself, or hid away. No more. Now I'm an open book, and I'm proud. I'm so proud of who I am and who I've become, and that's just me valuing myself.
That's absolutely awesome.
Every woman should value themselves because we are amazing creatures.
That is so good. So Bec, what's the best piece of advice someone's ever given you?
A beautiful friend named Michelle Preston. When I just got out of the hospital down in Sydney and some really terrible things happened and some altercations happened and I was stuck down there, she said to me, I need you to close your eyes. You've forgotten who you are. You're Bec McMillan and you're beautiful. And from that minute on, I got in the car and I drove home, and I've been unstoppable ever since. So I thank that one sentence to a beautiful friend named Michelle Preston.
Wow, that is touching. What a great friend.
Great friend.
So that's one event that shaped your life. Are there others that you can think of? Is there anything that you feel shaped?
I feel everything shaped me. My son Jaden saved my life hands down. He stepped up when others walked away, and he showed me non-judgment, unconditional love and support. And although I probably nearly killed him in the meantime, and that poor 14-year-old had to endure what he endured, he never gave up on me and saw me from the beautiful person that I am deep down, instead of all the outside grief and trauma that I was behaving like. Just no judgment, and he shaped me into to believing in myself and looking at myself with beautiful eyes. So because that's how he looks at me, good and bad.
That is fabulous.
Yeah.
So what drives you today?
My boys, Jace, my deceased baby. I promised him that I would let him down because I let him down. I feel I let him down as a mother by what happened with his accident, and I promised him that I wouldn't let him down again until I met him again. And everything I do is for my boys. I'm going to tear up. For my 16-year-old Jaden, my 2.5-year-old Chance. Whenever I have my moments of self-doubt, we're all human, we have them. I look at them and say, no. You got this, Bec. And I do it for my boys.
That's beautiful, and I absolutely am sure they appreciate that. Okay, Bec, thanks for that. Is there any tips you can give on how to create an extraordinary life?
Tips on how to create an extraordinary life. Believe in yourself. And I know we don't have that magic button to just go, okay, believe in yourself, because we all wish we had it. Maybe start by writing down your goals and just ticking off one, even if it's one a month, one a week, one a year. You're starting that stepping stone to say, you know what, I did that. That was my goal and I actually achieved that. And that will lead into the next thing you can tick off and the next thing you can tick off. And if you don't tick off one thing, that's okay, move to the next and get back to that. Obviously the universe is just saying you're not ready for that right now, and that's okay. Because everything you're not ready for will come in time, because you learn lessons as you go and great wisdom through stuffing up. I'm Captain Stuffer, but now I thank my stuff-ups because I don't do that again, and I learn great wisdom from that. So accepting your flaws and all, accepting that you're not going to get it right all the time, but just not giving up on yourself.
Do you have any current goals that
I have lots of current goals.
Yeah.
So obviously I've launched my essential oils and crystal jewelry range, working on my second book. So I would love that to be finished by the end of the year. Being a radio panelist has been amazing. I'm really enjoying the media, so I'd like to really up my career in media. Just about to launch an entertainment company, which is really, really exciting, with some great people. So there's 5 of us on board with that. What are my other goals? To continue my health and weight loss journey. I've just lost 18 kilos.
That's great.
Yes,
Congratulations.
so thank you.
Do you want to share a little bit on how you went about that?
Okay, so coming from someone that, as I explained before, I had terrible social anxiety and self-doubt. What happened with that journey was I just decided to change my food. I was too scared to go into a gym because I self-loathed myself. So I started changing my habits and cut the alcohol out, and just started nurturing myself with some good stuff. I dropped 7 kilos before I even stepped foot into a gym. But what it led to, that 7 kilos led to the confidence, oh, I could maybe go into the gym now because I'm looking a little bit better. And it was just a ripple effect of having my beautiful best friend Emily KPT as my trainer. She gave me space and understanding, not like the normal PT would do. They're very driven and they teach you to push your mind, but someone like me that has been through trauma, she always says, you've taught me so much, Bec, to get out of the trainer mind and to get into another mind. So she just gave me space and the room to push myself beyond my limits without her chirping in my ear, because she knew as well that the power was within. So I found the perfect trainer, and now that led to me just pushing myself beyond boundaries that I never thought I would.
Because you look fabulous.
Thanks,
you really
darling.
do.
Thank you.
Hands down, you've done a great job.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. I want to know what you would tell your 12-year-old self if you could talk to yourself today.
My 12-year-old self. You know, it's really hard to think back, because when I was 12, I was just a mess. I went through some trauma as a child, which I only just started remembering. And the age of 12 was leading up to getting diagnosed at 14. So the age of 12 was also when I was going through puberty, hit high school, I was overweight. It was a really tough time. Really sad to think that's who I was and that's what I had to be. You know what? I would tell myself I'm bloody beautiful, and to not doubt myself, and again stop worrying about what other people think. It's all within myself. Yeah, I always doubted myself, but no more.
Yeah. So you think, if you could go back to when you're 12 and to know that what other people think doesn't matter and that you will get through anything, it would be a really good key message from that.
Yeah, again, it's like that Sliding Doors movie. I could have gone through that door and just did well at school and followed the way that I went, but because of obviously traumas that happened as a child, it just triggered another way. So again, I believe that everyone that is a troubled soul acts out in behaviours. So maybe if we hold people that don't behave properly or do self-medicate, maybe see them as the damaged soul that they are, and let's just wrap our arms around them and try and help uplift them. Because someone that self-sabotages and self-medicates and makes poor decisions, is obviously not in a good place mentally. Yeah.
So good talking to you. I just want to know if you've got a motto or mottos that you live by.
I've actually got two mottos. Never say never. Never say never. It's an oldie but a goodie, because it's so true. And again, I feel I'm a classic example of never say never. I never would have dreamed. I shouldn't say never. I would never have dreamed. There you go again. There's no way I would have thought that I would be the person and the woman that I am now after everything. And it just shows that you should never say never, because you just don't know what's around the corner in this beautiful thing we call life. Everyone has really crappy times. But again, it doesn't mean you can't turn it around, because you can.
Absolutely. And you mentioned you had two mottos.
Oh, my
What's the
second
other
motto
one?
is I live my life as a high value, strength, courage and determination.
That's so good. I love that. Do you have that? Is it something you have a pinboard, or is it something you keep front and centre?
So I do. Strength, courage and determination is what I titled my story, The Inspiration Bible. I believe that's what I describe me as holding. I've faced the adversity with strength, courage and determination, and my motto is to continue to face life or anything that comes up with strength, courage and determination.
That's great. That's awesome. Now, I know you are big on charities, so do you want to tell us about some of the charities you've been involved with?
Well, I've been working with SIDS and Kids Queensland since I lost my little boy. I opened a safe sleeping charity after he passed away to help educate people on safe sleeping, and raised over $5,000 for that. Unfortunately, I had to close that just due to personal reasons, but that started the ripple effect of me having a passion for charity and charity work. So I continue still to raise money for SIDS and Kids Queensland, and I think I always will until my last leg is standing. I hosted and organised with two beautiful friends the National Walk for William Tyrrell. Got to work with the beautiful Denise Walkham. I think I really helped out with child safety in general with that. We had a great turnout, and all the community of the Sunshine Coast got together and got behind little William and all of our children's safety. So that was a great moment actually, achieving that, and just seeing people walking along Kawana Beach as far as the eye could see. It was a beautiful moment just to show the Sunshine Coast spirit. I've helped out with the Basket Brigade, the Sunshine Coast Basket Brigade, and what that is at Christmas time we pack hampers and deliver them to people less fortunate. So we pack all these goodies and then we turn up to their house with Santa hats on and we give. That was a great day, feel good day for me as well. I got nominated for the Most Inspiring Sunshine Coast Women's Community Award. Although I wasn't a winner, it was an absolute honour to be nominated for that. Which is an honour to be nominated, to be sitting here with you today.
Nice. As a community inspirer, because you are. I went to the community and asked. It wasn't you're not self-nominated. The community voted you, and I'm so proud to be sitting here with you.
Thank you.
Can you tell people how to get in touch with you?
Yeah. Inspired by Bec McMillan on Facebook. Yeah. You can get in touch with me there. It's just the word Inspire by Bec McMillan. You can find me there. I have a couple of pages open. A website's under construction, but until then you can reach me there.
Awesome. And jewellery? How do people go about getting some jewellery from you?
I have a Facebook page as well, the Inspired by Bec McMillan Designer Jewellery. And again, the website's under construction, so you can reach me on Facebook until then. And the essential oils as well.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Bec, it's been a pleasure. It's an honour to meet you.
Thank you.
I'm really glad that you are part of the Sunshine Coast community.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you to everyone who's recognised me, and I appreciate it.